First and foremost, to a lot of the recent subscribers, this channel is primarily about having unconventional takes. I'm not here to please anyone. I don't really hop on trends. I don't like a lot of the new fads. I'm in my own world, my own bubble, and I enjoy it that way. My man G3 says, shout out to my father. He makes sure I make it farther.
Shout out to my father. Shout out he makes sure I make it farther.
Bars. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Can I Be Earnest, back with another video. And I got egg on my face, man. That's why I had to come on with sunglasses today. Let me take responsibility and be the first one to apologize to my man G3, otherwise known as LiAngelo Ball. I told y'all that was fire. I told y'all. Right off rip. Soon as I heard it, I knew it was a hit. And now he's going to think he's on top of the world because he had a viral moment. LiAngelo Ball needs friends, not yes men. Everyone can't be a rapper. Somebody was supposed to tell LiAngelo Ball that was trash. Because it was. Let's call a spade, man. Listen to the lyrics. Gelo's Tweakers right up there with some of the classics. Easily top 5, top 10 hip-hop song of all time. In all seriousness, I owe Gelo an apology. I owe G3 an apology. He just scored a massive contract with Def Jam. Even the sun is mad. The sun went out. But Def Jam Recordings, the home of LL Cool J, an all-time legend. Public Enemy, the Beastie Boys, Jay-Z, DMX, rest in peace, Ja Rule, Jadakiss, Fabulous. LiAngelo Ball can say he worked at the same label as these all-time legends. Think about it. Yo, think about it. Tweaker, the song of the month right now, might be the song of 2025, and we got 11 more months to go. LiAngelo Ball, who was really trying to make it in the league with his bros, Lonzo Ball and LaMelo. The NBA career ain't work. It ain't work out. Hell, it may not even be over. He might get a tryout now. Another tryout. But LiAngelo Ball said, you know what? I'm going to do you one better. Screwball. I'm not going to hoop no more. I'm going to rhyme. And he made Tweaker. Some people are saying LeVar wrote that 20 years ago and kept it in the vault. Who knows? Maybe dad did look out for him. Maybe that's why he shot his dad out in the song. But back to the point. LiAngelo Ball didn't make the league. He made a hit record and got a big 7 to 8 figure deal with Def Jam Recordings. Imagine you're sitting at home right now, aspiring to be a rapper. You know, the other video I said, if you're a young person with a lot of talent right now in the rap game with your pen, I said, don't rap. I said, get a 9 to 5, get your CDL license, own a few, businesses. Don't try to be a rapper, not in 2025, because the industry to me was whack. But they're handing out deals like people on the street handing out pamphlets. Here you go. Maybe it's okay to rap. Maybe I was dead wrong. If you are trash, come up with a catchy hook, and you might be the next LiAngelo Ball. LiAngelo Ball won the game of life. So maybe he took an L playing hoops, but LiAngelo Ball is an inspiration for all. You don't have to be a wordsmith to get a record deal. Just come up with something catchy. That's it. Just think of a nursery school rhyme, and you too can get a massive contract from a major label. Think about all the aspiring artists right now struggling to get heard. They're struggling. They might be on YouTube channels trying to, spam the comments. Hey, check out my channel. Or they might be on Instagram spamming the comments. Hey, I know this is not the same topic, but come check out my page. I'm trying to get, some looks. I'm trying to get a deal. There's thousands of people out here starving for a record deal. I mean, starving. And they can't get the light of day. Good for LiAngelo Ball, man. He shut the haters up. He shut people like me up. I have nothing else to give. I had a few people in the comments in my last video telling me, yo, OG, you got to get with it. You too old to be hating like this, and it's a new era. And you're right, man. Y'all right. Y'all 100% right. It's a new era. It's a new age, and I'm not with it. And maybe it's time for me to get with the program. Maybe I got to stop listening to my 90s and early 2000 raps and start giving some of these young boys some recognition. Maybe they're not that bad. Yo, dude said, shout out to my father. He made sure I went farther. And got himself an $8 million record deal. I think $8 million of the $13 million contract is like guaranteed. Yo, he won. He won. Comments like this don't matter. It doesn't matter about guys like the Locks. Don't matter anymore. D-Block. Yeah, they're irrelevant according to this day and age. I need to get me a graphic tee of LiAngelo Ball. I'm going to support him here on out. And that's a fact. So, LiAngelo Ball, my bad, bro. You got a banger, man. It landed you a record deal. You got the last laugh. You won. I took a lot of heat in the last 48, 72 hours. All this slander just because I had a different take on LiAngelo Ball, who I right now am declaring is a top 5 rapper in the game. I'm declaring it now. But in all seriousness, shout out to LiAngelo. I mean, that's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. It doesn't matter how I feel. Doesn't matter whether I think his rhyming ability, his music ability is trash. I mean, he found a way. He found a way. And he shouldn't be crucified for it. Because he did nothing wrong. He's taking advantage of an opportunity. If you're going to offer me a 7-8 figure deal for that, how's he wrong? He's not. But he took advantage of the opportunity. Why not? It's America. It's a capitalist society. If they're going to give you the money, not all money is good money either. But he's trying to find his way in this world. My only concern is, again, we know how this industry is. Hopefully he keeps his nose clean. Doesn't start believing in his hype. And start walking around with this false sense of entitlement and get caught up in scandals and all the things that happens in the industry. Because, again, the music industry, the entertainment industry as a whole isn't all that. Let's keep it real. It's been proven that it's problematic. Bad contracts, a lot of scandals. Hopefully he can stay out of that stuff because he's still a young guy, and anyone in a position where they're getting a contract of that amount, the world is your oyster at that point, right? I mean, he didn't grow up in poverty. So, I mean, I'm not saying he always had money, but, his parents seem to be okay, well off. But now he has his own. He doesn't have to leech off of anybody. So, I mean, he's definitely not at fault. It's just a sad day for me as somebody who, again, I have an appreciation for all types of music. If you watch my channel, you'll see a whole bunch of different t-shirts. I actually listen to these groups and these artists. A lot of people like to wear Nirvana shirts and whatever that's trendy. No, I listen to those guys during their peaks. I'm an 80s, 90s, 2000s dude. So anything that was popping in them eras, those decades, chances are they were in my headphones. Didn't matter the genre. So I do have an appreciation for good music. I have an appreciation for Southern music, love it. You know, grew up on Outkast. They're gonna be the first ones that I bring up because they were a part of the soundtrack of my childhood. It's a lot of artists out here that I've really given attention to. I still own about 350 CDs that I will not give up. And not all those CDs are good ones. Believe me, I used to buy albums, you know, based off people's single. If they had a nice single, a hot single, I bought the whole album. And 90% of the albums were trash, you know, but that's how big of a fan I am of music. It's just hard for me to find room for a LiAngelo Ball song because it's just, you know, when that type of music was coming out in the early 2000s, it was tough then because, again, I'm coming from a lyricism mindset. You know, I'm coming from boom bap, you know, hard beats and just bars. So it was a hard adjustment when I started to see the transition in rap, you know, and accepting the Nellies and, you know, all that South movement, that crunk era with Little John. That was hard initially. And then I embraced it. You know, Cash Money, same thing. When they came out, I was like, what is this bling bling and all this, you know, we on fire. I'm New York. We don't listen to that, you know, and then all of a sudden it was everywhere. But in 2025, when I hear that sound, I'm just like, I'm thinking LiAngelo might be trolling us. Like, is he serious? Apparently. And Def Jam thought he was serious too. So shout out to LiAngelo. Kudos to him.
Every block of
Only in America.
Dope boy, a fiend.
Only in America.
Eyes scarred, riding along fast cars. Mind racing like NASCAR. Red top saturating the asphalt. Pedaling through the park. Gotta dodge the needles. Reagan era rock explosion larger than the Beatles. Share the picture I paint was by Ross approved.